The boldest. The boldest.
Welcome to your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show, with your babe Esther Dominics, aka Esther Shine. Of your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show. How do you do? Hope you're good. Hope you're fine. I hope you're security conscious. I hope you know your neighbor and your neighbor know you. So these are the things we have to put into consideration every day of our lives, considering the security state of our country and the economic state of the country also, which has led to the protest that has been going on for some days now, where some areas were peaceful and some areas were recorded to be violent. Yes, some people died, some people were injured, and some people were okay. Now, tonight's program is going to talk about the protest, but not from that angle you're expecting. Yes, because the protest is on and off, and we still remain. Yes, that is an action for a temporal period of time while we exist as long as possible. And who are the we? Those who are involved in this protest. That is the professionals, the journalists. Tonight we are going to talk about the role of the journalist in such a scenario, if it is allowed for the journalist to be found in such an environment where protest is going. If it is not allowed, so what are they doing there? And if it is allowed, so why are they being treated the way they have been treated? Because recently we recorded cases of malhandling, maltreatment, brutality, and some of them they seized their work tools, some of them they destroyed their work tools because they were covering the protest. So we want to know the crime that this journalist has committed in their quest of knowing what the protest is all about, and also to take the information to whom it may concern. We want to know, and we will know with the entertainment, and we're going to find out why and the role of a journalist in such situation through their head here in Delta State, that is the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Delta State, is going to be on the show during the short break and analyze the role of a journalist in such situation. Yes, and also for us to know that if these journalists say no, we are not working because of the way we are being handled or we are being treated, what will happen to the state of the nation? We also have our celebration segment, which will not be left out here because it is filled with so much entertainment, where our professional colleague, our mother, celebrated her birthday. That is the person of the chairman of the Nigerian Association of the Women Journalists, Delta State Chapter. The chairman celebrated her birthday, and it was a dual celebration. She celebrated her second year in office, and we have seen so far the impact of her office in that association, and we hope that God gives her more wisdom to be able to meet up and to fulfill all of our campaign promises before she emerged the leader. We also have other celebrations, like the celebration of St. John Mary Vianney Catholic Church Asaba, where they celebrated their feast day. It was not just prayer. It was fun too. So it is something you don't have to miss. In case you missed it, please stay back and watch. But most importantly, stay back and watch and listen to a professional analyzing the situation of his colleague, his professional colleague in Nigeria, and how it's going to affect this great country, Nigeria, how it's going to affect you and how it's going to affect me. So you have to stay tuned so you won't miss out. I'm still your babe, Esther Dominics, aka Esther Shine, of your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show. I'll be right back after this time out.
The boldest. The boldest.
Welcome back to your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show. Still here, your babe, Esther Dominics, aka Esther Shine, of your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show. Now, before we go into the next segment, which is the interview of the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Delta State. I'm going to say a little about that process, the protest, and how journalists are being handled. But before then, I want to also note that going out for a protest is your responsibility, is your right. But going out to riot is not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility and it's not your right. How? There's a difference between protest and riot. Riot means you're not saying anything, you're just out there to destroy things. But protest says that you will speak out, we will hear what you have to say, and we'll put it into consideration. Now the question is, as you're going out for protest, what are the preparations you have made before going out on this process? You know that you need food, you need energy to go out on that work. You need energy to be able to talk. If I've not eaten, I won't be able to be talking. And even if I talk, you'll be wondering, what is she saying? We cannot hear her. But because I have eaten, I am strong. That is why as I'm talking, you're hearing me clearly. And so what provision have you made before going on that process? Or have you decided to go on a protest? When you come back, you will meet the same thing. You will meet the same hunger, no energy to go out on the next day, no energy to talk. And when the situation becomes like that, then you become angry and you start destroying things, because a hungry man is an angry man. So you have to be sure of who you are, what you intend to do before embarking on such a protest. Make sure you put your family in place. Make sure you put your house in place. Make sure you put your stomach in place before going out on protest. And we hope that the people you're talking to will hear you clearly and also hearken to your voices. Yes, I will be on a short break. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll be coming back with the interview segment of the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Delta State, in the person of Comrade Chachi Oyowe. Please go nowhere. I'll be back.
The boldest. The boldest.
Welcome to the Boldest TV show. With me is Comrade Chachi Oyowe, the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Delta State, and a public relation practitioner, director, Ministry of Information, a man of God, and a father. You're welcome to the Boldest TV show, sir.
Thank you very much.
How do you do?
Well, I'm very happy to be on the boldest.
Amen.
Meanwhile, let me just say a deputy director.
Director, not director. Deputy director, assistant director, they are all directors. So as far as I know, you are a director. Now only you can know whether I'm a deputy or assistant or whatever, but you are a director.
Of course.
It's nice having you on the show, sir.
Thank you for having
It's
me.
nice. I should be the one that is happier because you're actually here to solve a problem which my audience are itchy to get. And that problem is for us to know how you feel, because we know the functions and the importance of the journalist, the mouthpiece of the nation, and the fourth estate of the realm. Because we know their functions, and we also updated about things that have been happening to this profession during this period of protest. In some areas peaceful, in some areas not peaceful. So right now I don't want us to talk about protests. I want to talk about the functions. What is the journalist doing in the midst of protesters? Why are they there? What does Nigeria stand to gain from a journalist being amongst those people protesting? Let's just get a kind of a clue why a journalist should be in that kind of a place or following such kind of report.
Well, our job has not changed at all. It's still informing, educating, and entertaining.
Right.
So, whatever that is happening, whatever that is news, north, east, west, south, that is news.
Okay.
You find a journalist there. North and E, East, West, W, S, South, News. You find the journalists there because they're there for everyone. Whether you are for government, whether you are against government, they are there to carry out their job. They are there for everyone. Whatever they are doing may not be good in your judgment.
Okay.
It may be good in your judgment. That is the job of the journalist. It's supposed to be an unbiased observer, objective observer, one that is not attached. Is just there to record history in a hurry and pass on to the listening or viewing public for documentation. So the journalist has a lot to do for society.
Okay.
But unfortunately, a lot of people, based on their biases, see journalists as problematic. Some will say necessary trouble. They no longer welcome the presence of journalists. If you see a journalist, they get to sit up properly, they get to adjust themselves, they get to be careful. But the truth remains that a journalist is out there to serve public interest. That's why in section 22 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended, it says that at all times, journalists will be there to hold government accountable. And you know, government is for everybody.
Yes.
Government means the executive, means the legislature, it means the judiciary. That's why it's seen as the fourth arm of government. Hence the name, the fourth estate of the realm. So, journalists is for the people. It's for, like our former president will say, Muhammadu Buhari, it's for no one. It's for everyone. That is the journalist for you.
All right. So you have made it clear now that protest or no protest, whenever something is happening, it is necessary that a journalist should be there. And if you do not see a journalist, then it's something questionable, right? So it is their right, it is their responsibility to be there, to be at any place, at any point in time, to make sure that whatever is happening there, be it good or bad, is being disseminated. So it has answered our questions, or our question that says, why are they found in the protesting venues, all right, or locations? Thank you so much for that answer. Now, we have recorded several what's it called, incidents where journalists are being brutalized, harassed, chased away. You know, how do I put it again? They have been maltreated in their course of work. But the one we are talking about now is this protest. We recorded them. If you can also help to bring out some of the evidences or areas where some of these journalists were molested or manhandled. Yes. So what do you feel about that?
Like I told you before, journalist is for no one, it's for everyone. In the course of carrying out this job, this our job, that they may rather run into difficulty with some people who feel that journalists is there to expose their acts, and so they may abhor the presence of a journalist. If possible, attack might just come. It comes with hazards.
Okay.
And these hazards are there as journalists for you to know before you enter the profession, before you come into the profession. That is not rosy as a journalist, particularly those who are in field reporting. Not everyone supports the protests, and it's likely that those who do not support the protests will have means, come up with means to scare the journalists, discourage the journalists from doing this or a job. But anyone who has already made up his mind to do his job as a journalist will never be scared. Rather, he will see that as a added impetus to get more news angles to his job. Because ordinarily he's covering the protest. Now you are not making his news to be juicer. You understand me?
Yes.
By the time you attack the journalist, you are giving him more attention and more news we come up from that episode.
Yeah.
So you are not doing yourself any good when you attack a journalist. You are only bringing the attention. You are only bringing attention to yourself the more. And the sad thing about it is that if you attack a journalist today, you might meet the journalist tomorrow. Now, you are in government. You feel you have the instrumentality of power to attack a journalist. Tomorrow, you will not be in government. You'll be having one difficulty or the other, and you need the services of journalists. How do you expect the journalist to help you when you are in need? So the journalist is for everyone, whether you are in power or you are not in power. So it is very important for those who are in power to have this understanding that when you attack a journalist, it's like you are attacking yourself. You may not know. It's only time that will tell, because a time will come when you will need the journalist. You will be reminded that you were once hostile to journalists. So let them do their job. That is their professional calling. In fact, that is their constitutional calling. Of all professions that we can think of in Nigeria, journalism is the only one recognized in the Constitution. So they are not just carrying a role that is personal to them. They are carrying a role that has the responsibility backed by the public, because they are catering for public interest. So it is even unconstitutional for you to prevent a journalist from doing his job. It's just that our judicial system has not matured to the level where they will take issues surrounding attacks on journalists seriously, so that they will be giving judgments that is, if of course there is case in that issue, they will be giving judgments that will make people to be scared of attacking journalists. As a country, we should respect the rights of journalists to carry out their functions, their constitutional role, without harassment, without intimidation, and without the scare of being killed. I've said it before again and again, that if you attack, you harass, you even kill a journalist, you are killing yourself indirectly. So we should see the journalist as an integral part of what makes society to survive, because of their special role of informing, educating, and entertaining the public, particularly when it comes to the area of surveillance journalism. Asking questions, making issues out of issues that will promote the advancement of society. I'm talking about agenda setting. So we should be very, very circumspect about the job of a journalist, so that we don't end up in what I'll describe as self-immolation, burning yourself, killing yourself without knowing it.
All right, thank you so much, sir. That is very, very clear. It is clear, very simple and clear. This profession is recognized by the Constitution and has their place in the Constitution. No wonder they are the fourth estate of the realm. So you now understand that title, fourth estate of the realm. He also made it clear that a journalist is a mouthpiece of the people. No wonder they should be found everywhere. So if something is happening in your area and you don't have any journalist there to get that information, then something is wrong. It is important that they are found everywhere at any particular time. And I would also add, sir, that the journalists also should try as much as possible to get themselves identified. Yes, because I believe, like you said, if we are aware now that if you molest a journalist, manhandle a journalist, kill a journalist, you're killing yourself because you're limiting yourself. I am now in Asaba. It's only a journalist that can tell you what is happening in Asaba, you that is staying in America. So when you kill that journalist, how do you not get the information about what is happening in Asaba? Indirectly, you're killing yourself. No, so I feel if these journalists are well recognized, well packaged in a way that when they storm a place, they are known as who they are identified. I see no reason why they should be molested, you know. Thank you so much, Comrade Churchill, your way. And I want to ask one last question before you go. If only you can just help me answer it in one sentence. Everybody is doing protests. Now, if we, the journalists, because I am a journalist, if we, the journalists, decide to go on our own protests, like the way they are handling us, the Constitution is not being in practice. We have this bill of freedom of information. And I see no reason why you should kick me out as a journalist, depriving me of getting that information. So by the time we are angry and say, we no go agree or we no go agree, for one day that these journalists are on strike, no information, no news, nothing. We are like, when NEPA take lights, the condition, how do you think the state of the nation would be?
Well, one time American president said something about having a government and having a journalist as an option.
Okay.
A government without journalists or a society without government. Which one do you want? That is, do you prefer to have the journalists or do you prefer to have government? He said we prefer to have the journalists around.
Why?
Because they are the ones who go carrying out the ideas for society to think about. So you cannot take away the import of journalism in any society. Well, for journalists to go on strike,
yes, one day
it means that there will be darkness, like night.
I'm telling you, everyone will be quiet.
Journalism represents light.
Of course, yes.
That is the way I would just describe it.
Thank you so much. And on this note, journalism is the light. And when you turn off this light, there will be total darkness. Oh my God, I am so pleased. I'm so happy to have you on this show. Yes, because they no longer give journalists respect. They see them as messy. But thank God for this eye-opener. Thank you so much, sir. And like I will always say, when the matter arises, we will always invite you on the show to talk about it. Thank you for answering our questions. Thank you for calming us down. Thank you for giving us these informations that we were not aware of. We are so grateful. Thank you so much, sir, and do have a lovely day.
Thank you too.
The boldest.
You see, when you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Then when you are very strong and you talk again, they may kill you. They may even burn your house down. Like they burnt my house down at home. Now, when they burn my house finish, some friends who are very, Africans know they are very afraid of life. Hey fella, yourself, don't talk truth again. You see, they come and tell you not to say the truth again. Then I tell them, I say, them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. Pansa pansa means they will hear more and more and more until they can hear no more, because the truth can never die.
The boldest. The boldest. The boldest.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Comrade Churchill, on your way for that analysis, for that information. Thank you. God bless you. And to you out there, now you know the roles of journalists in every situation, not just in protest. You also know their position in the country, and you also know how to handle them when you see them. So treat them with respect. Care for them because they are your mouthpiece. They are your eyes. Until they say, you might not be sure of what you're seeing. You might be seeing, like that saying that say, the more you see, the more you look, the less you see. It's only a journalist that can say yes. The more you look, the more you see, because they will analyze what you're looking at and make it a story for your consumption. And that is for you out there. Thank you so much. And knowing also that other people are actually doing the same job, journalistic work, like using their phones to cover events is allowed. But just know that if it is not Panadol, it cannot be Panadol. The angle at which you are covering the story will be different from the angle a journalist will cover the story. Why? Because the journalists have their house style, they have their professional ethics, they have their training, they know their onion, and they know how to coin a story that it will reach out to the public without causing any trouble or any harm. Yes, and that is why they are professionals. So make sure you respect them and call on them when something is happening in your community. Moving on now is the entertainment segment. As time will not permit us to do more, let's just quickly rush into St. John Mary Vianney Catholic Church Asaba as they celebrated their feast day on the 4th of this month. Please join me.
The boldest. The boldest.
Everybody want to go. St. John Mary Vianney.
The boldest. The boldest.
Wow, congratulations and happy feast day in Riaz, St. John Mary Vianney Catholic Church Asaba, Delta State. Thank you so much and enjoy yourself. God bless you. Moving on now is also the jubilation and the celebration of our mother, our sister, and our professional colleague, the chairman of the Nigerian Association of the Women Journalists. Please join us as she celebrates.
The boldest. The boldest.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
The boldest. The boldest.
Congratulations, ma. Congratulations, madam. God bless you. Bless your new age and give you more grace to lead us to the next level. Oh, yes. And on this note, we draw the curtain of this program. We are so sorry that we may not be able to give you the episode of some of the Peace Media production as usual, but note that we will do that next week. We promise. Yes, we promise. So help us, God. Oh, yes. So please stay tuned and make sure you are vigilant, be security conscious. Like I said, know your neighbor and let your neighbor know you. Report any suspicious movement or attitude or character you may have seen around you. Yes, and make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Follow us, send your comments and send your criticisms. Yes, and if you have any need to sell your goods and services, or you have something out there for the audience, this is the right show for you to showcase it. Just dial my number and I will be there to answer you. You can be on this show if you will. All you need to do is to dial my number and we schedule yours. Yes, please, I want you to go with this. Make sure you are at alert. Be at alert. Know your neighbor again and let your neighbor know you. From me, your favorite babe, your sweet babe, your one and only babe, Esther Dominics, aka Esther Shine, of your favorite show, The Boldest TV Show. Wishing you a good night rest. I love you. Bye.
The boldest. The boldest.